Today I'm going to talk to you about two of my favourite spikeless golf shoes for 2020, and they are the FootJoy Pro SL Carbon and the Ecco S3. Now, I've worn these shoes quite a lot over the past few weeks and months, and in this video I'm just going to let you know everything that they have to offer, compare them alongside one another, and just give you a good idea of why I'm such a huge fan of both pairs and why it might be worthwhile considering getting a pair for yourself. First off though, before I run into everything, if you're new to our YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button below, give us a thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and if you have any questions, just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Now, I'll quickly run through the features and benefits of both shoes before I start to compare them. Get started with the Pro SL Carbon. It's worth pointing out we actually have a full review of this golf shoe along with the standard Pro SL and the Tour X. I'll put a link to that video in the description below. I'll also put a card on the top of the screen for you to click on. But this is the redesign of the Pro SL, one of the most popular shoes in recent years, and thankfully FootJoy didn't stray too far from that original design, but there are subtle improvements that are going to deliver better performance. First off, we have the new Infinity outsole. As you can see, this new pattern here on the sole, it delivers 189 traction points, so you're going to get great grip, great traction no matter the conditions. The outsole is also 11.5% wider in the heel section here, so that's going to give you some added stability, and it's also a bit wider in the forefoot, so more stability and more traction. Happy days. With the Carbon model, we also have an Ortholite Impressions fit bed, delivering great comfort. We also have this soft foam collar, and that's what these golf shoes, the Pro SLs, that's why they're so popular, because they were so comfortable. And certainly with the Carbon, you're getting that comfort from the Impressions fit bed, that soft collar there, and also the dual density midsole. That's also one of the real driving forces of the comfort on offer. The big difference, however, with the Carbon, as it says it in the name, is this carbon fibre plate that runs throughout the sole of the shoe. Now, this is going to help to increase lateral stability, but also make it more comfortable. The carbon fibre section means that it's going to give a sort of bounce back effect as you're walking along, so make it a little bit more, give some more rebound, make it a little bit more comfortable on the soles of your feet, but it's going to add to that lateral stability, just making it a highly stable spikeless golf shoe, a real performance spikeless golf shoe. Now, the S3 is very similar in the fact that it's a performance spikeless golf shoe. It's going to deliver the great comfort you would expect from Ecco, but it's also going to offer good traction and excellent stability. Now, the big tech talking point is Ecco's new zonal fluid form technology, and that's allowed them to design this midsole here into 3 separate sections. In the middle section here, you can see it sort of goes from dark to light. In the middle section, this is where it's at its firmest. That's going to offer great stability where you need it in sort of the midfoot area, and just give you the stability where you need it most. As you can see, if you maybe see me pressing in there, it's quite firm. When we go towards the toe section at the lightest part, this is where it's at its softest, and it's quite mushy to touch. You can really push it in, and that's just going to give you a nice soft cushion feel on the forefoot where you need it most. Then the darkest section is sort of a blend of the two. It's medium in terms of how soft it is, so that's going to give you comfort in the heel section, but also stability, because you're going to need some stability there. So, firmest there with a lot of stability. We're sort of in the middle at the heel section. It's quite firm, but also soft enough to give you plenty of comfort, and then really soft towards the toe section, just to give you comfort and that kind of nice cushion feel as you're walking along. We also have Ecco's dynamic traction system on the sole here, so 100 traction lugs. Ecco's say 800 different traction angles. Basically, really good grip from a spikeless golf shoe. That's what you can expect. We have a premium leather upper that looks pretty smart, and it's also got Gore-Tex technology, so 100% waterproof. Both shoes are 100% waterproof. And then rounding out, we have this neoprene section towards the collar and on the top of the tongue of the golf shoe, and that just means it's very soft, very comfortable. And yeah, both golf shoes, performance spikeless golf shoes that are going to be fantastic no matter the conditions, going to offer great levels of comfort, but also great stability and traction. Now, there's a good reason why I'm such a big fan of both of these golf shoes, and that is because of the performance on offer. As someone who tends to lean towards a spiked golf shoe with a lot of stability, I've been surprised at how much I've actually chosen to wear both of these golf shoes, because they do offer such great stability and grip for something in a spikeless design. plus with the added benefit of comfort on offer with both these golf shoes. You know, it's really a win-win situation. So yeah, I've been wearing these a lot more than I would have probably expected, but that's just because they're performing so well. So let's get started with the comfort, and it's a dead heat between the two of these. There's hardly anything to separate them at all. The Ecco S3 with those 3 different sections in the midsole, especially that soft section at the forefoot and that relatively soft section in the heel, just means that these feel fantastic on your feet. Nice soft leather, the neoprene section sort of around the collar and towards the tongue, everything about it, you know, it's the comfort that Ecco are renowned for. And then the Pro SL is just as comfortable as ever, and actually more comfortable than the first Pro SL and the standard Pro SL that this one sits alongside. The Ortholite Impressions fit bed, that foam collar, the soft midsole, and then also the addition of the carbon fibre just means that these feel very lightweight on your feet, and both of them, you know, they're just so easy to just wear round after round. Your feet really feel fresh. So comfort wise, it's a dead heat between the two of these. Really can't separate them at all, but both fantastic. Probably just about as comfortable golf shoes as you can find on the market. Next up, grip. Now both of these have good traction systems on the sole. Ecco's dynamic traction system, as you can see, 100 separate lugs, 800 different traction angles. The new Infinity outsole with the Pro SL giving, I think it's 189 individual traction points. Both fantastic grip. You know, playing in Scotland during the summer, you're not always guaranteed good weather, just like today. So, you know, I need something that is going to deliver great grip in slippery conditions, and both of these do that fantastically. But if I was going to pick one solely on grip, on traction, it has to be the Pro SL. I just find it a little bit more better suited when the conditions aren't quite as dry or as firm. You know, when things do get a wee bit slippery, I feel a little bit more secure in the Pro SL. Now when it comes to the styling, I have to say that both look fantastic, but I'm leaning towards the Ecco S3. I just think it looks a little bit smarter, aesthetically just a little bit more pleasing to my eye. And I also like the fact that it is a pair of golf shoes that you can stick on when you're driving up to the driving range or walking into the clubhouse. I think it just looks a little bit more at home in a casual situation, you know, something like that, whereas the Pro SL I view more as a proper golf shoe in terms of its styling. Both look fantastic, but I think just because of the versatility that I think the look of the S3 gives, that's why I would probably go with it if it was based solely on looks. Now on to a big one, value for money. At roughly £180 recommended retail price for both of these, there's no doubt that they're towards the high end of the spikeless golf shoe market. However, I do think they are worth that added investment because they're such fantastic all-round performers. They offer the brilliant comfort of a spikeless golf shoe, but they offer so much more in terms of stability, traction, performance, and also the fact I've been surprised at how often I've been wearing them. They're really good in pretty much any conditions, so I do think they are worth spending that little bit of extra cash because you're going to see the returns with the grip, stability, comfort, and just how often you can get out and use them. Now on to the most important aspect of any golf shoe in my eye, and that's stability. It's something I really search for. I like having that really locked in, solid feel while standing over the ball. It gives me confidence to play my best and be aggressive with my swing. And thankfully both of these are incredibly stable. That's why I'm such a huge fan of them. Ecco's zonal fluid form technology, giving you stability where you need it in this golf shoe, and then the Pro SL with its Infinity outsole, the wider section heel, the carbon fibre running throughout it, means that it is also incredibly stable. If I was going to pick one, it has to be the Pro SL. It just edges it. I think having that carbon fibre section, as you can see, it does, you know, it's just a little bit wider spread in that heel section and also in the forefoot, and that's just something that, you know, me personally, I like that feeling of stability. It's what I really look for most. So the Pro SL edges it when it comes to stability, and for that reason it's probably the one I'll wear more often. Especially, you know, it's mid-July and it's raining, it's going to be a bit slippery, and I'm just going to want to feel that little bit more stable over the golf ball. It's what I look for. But don't get me wrong, I'll continue to wear both of these golf shoes. I think they're both fantastic. It's pretty much, in my eye, as good as you're going to get when it comes to a spikeless design. You know, giving you all the comfort of a spikeless golf shoe. That's one of the primary reasons why you're going to want to buy a spikeless design. But these are delivering so much more. Grip, stability, style. Yeah, they're just absolutely fantastic, both of them. And hopefully this video is giving you a good idea of what they both have to offer, and maybe you might be interested in them yourself. And I definitely suggest going and trying a pair, both of these on for yourself, see how you think they feel. But for me, I think these are the two best spikeless golf shoes for 2020. So hopefully this video has been insightful. If you have any questions about either of these shoes, just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to you. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and thank you very much for watching.